By the way, Yudislam Mesidus Yesharim, I don't know what it has to do, but I have to tell you this. Yudislam Mesidus Yesharim over 50 times. And that's what we learn together, and he really knows it so well, and he's ma'ayin and asks and answers so beautifully on that sefer. It's a pleasure to learn with you. May Hashem blend his leiv toiv, and may it grow to become leiv bailo. Potzach bo leiv bailo b'korev mamish. And hopefully he'll be able to display his sweet good heart to his kala b'korev mamish.
Amen.
It's with much joy that we call upon Yudi to accept his award and address the tzibur.
Wow. I've got to be honest. I haven't been in Yeshiva in many years, but I still get nervous. I'm standing in front of this many rabbis. I'm truly humbled by this award, but I don't feel deserving of it. So I'm really not so sure what I'm doing up here. The great Rabbi, the Ramban, actually told his son in a personal letter, whoever feels that he is greater than others is rebelling against God. Why should one feel proud? If it is because of wealth, God decides who is poor or rich. If it is because of honor, honor belongs to God. If someone is proud because of his wisdom, then you should know that God can take it away at any time. God lowers those who are proud, and God raises those who are low. So who am I to stand up here and receive an honor? I'm going to answer this by saying that it's not my honor. But while I have your attention, I'd like to share an important personal message that is dear to my heart. It's about how to make money. Yes, I work in finance. My first time entering the Yeshiva Gadol of Teaneck was Shavuos 2010. I didn't know very many people in Teaneck. I just came to the yeshiva because I needed a place to pray. But the warmth that I felt immediately upon entering the yeshiva was different than any other synagogue that I had been to. Rabbi Roberts walked over to me with a huge smile, and he put his hands on my cheeks. He squeezed them tight. He was just so excited to meet and greet a new person. It reminded me of what I always imagined our forefather Abraham to be, always wanting to meet and greet a new person. I knew something was special about Rabbi Roberts and about his community. And since then, I have felt attached to the community in so many ways. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Lag BaOmer barbecues, Shabbos and Yom Tov meals. A few years ago, the rabbi offered to start learning with me one-on-one once a week. I took him up on it. Little did I know that learning also includes tea, homemade cookies, and brownies. The warmth of the rabbi, his students, and the whole yeshiva community has always made me feel so comfortable. So the community exemplifies giving. Let me tell you why that's so close to my heart. As a kid, I always wanted to be rich. I wanted to make it big, but I knew that I wasn't a serious student, which of course made me nervous of achieving my goal. I finagled my way through elementary school and middle school, and then eventually through high school, and finally through college. I'm not sure if I ever completed a book longer than 40 pages though. And even that book, I probably skimmed it. When I was 19 years old, a friend of mine wanted to inspire me. I was a poor college student about to graduate and start my first job. He read a verse in the Tanakh that changed my life. I just want to read the verse to you because of how powerful it is. Maybe you will take it as seriously as I did, and it will change your life too. Here we go. Malachi 3:10. God says, "Bring all the charity into the storehouse, so that there is food in my house. And test me," says God, "if I do not open up the windows of the heaven and empty out blessings for you until you have more than enough." To me, this verse is very clear. God guarantees that by giving charity, He assures for us financial security. And not just an average income, but until we have more than enough. Did you hear his words? Until you have more than enough. I took it seriously when I read this. Very seriously. Jewish law states that charity's minimum is 10% of your income. It also states that 20% is considered righteous and that above 20% is considered foolish. God entrusts us with an important mission of being a guardian over the charity money that we're supposed to distribute out of our pockets. He expects every individual to make sure that it goes to the right place. As soon as I read that verse over and over again, I made a life-changing decision. At that moment, I decided to commit to giving 20% and be super careful that it goes to good causes. I even made a spreadsheet that calculates every dollar that I make and tracks where my charity is going. I immediately saw some small results, but I wasn't sure if it was a result of my charity. But within a few years, I saw real results, million-dollar results. My friends, family, and colleagues consider my success a miracle, but that's just because they don't know my secret, or maybe they don't believe it. I'm sure my boss thinks I work hard. Lots of people work hard, though. I'm sure some of my friends attribute it to my persistent personality, but lots of people are persistent. Yes, you need hard work and persistence, but everyone in this room knows that. To create big success, you need something greater, something from above. My friends and family are right. It is a miracle. But I also think that miracles come from somewhere. God creates them. And when he finds it appropriate to do so, he does it. I really attribute all of my good fortune in business to the charities that I'm involved with. So if there's one takeaway to bring home with you tonight, it would be amazing if everyone in this room would consider giving 20% of their income to charity. Or if you aren't there just yet, create a goal to get there and start by giving 15. Just before you commit, think about that powerful verse that changed my life. I'll read it again. God says, "Test me if I do not open up the windows of the heaven and empty out blessings for you until you have more than enough." Think about what God promises before you say, "I'm not sure if I can afford this." Some people call me extreme, but I put my charity before my rent check. I'm sure many of you have mortgages. Think about putting your charity before your mortgage payment. The rest of your budget is fungible if your charity comes first. You'll see. I did it as a poor college student, and I'm still at it. And in the beginning, this might mean one less fancy pair of shoes, or one less steak at a nice restaurant. But looking back at it later, you will have noticed that you've entered a completely different league of financial success. God guarantees this. I'll end off with a quick story that took place 6 months ago. I took a trip to Israel with the intention of experiencing poverty firsthand. I wanted to be able to give, but I also wanted to see and feel who I'm giving to and what their life is like. I met with over 40 families in 3 weeks. Some families were only able to meet with me for an hour or two, but with others, I was able to spend an entire day. I bonded with these families. The common denominator between everyone was that they had a contagious happiness and contagious love for one another, and it came from something internal. The Israel that I experienced was like a third world country. The way these families live is incredible. In one home, there are 12 children in a one-bedroom apartment. All 12 children sleep in the only bedroom. There are drawers that come out of the walls that have mattresses in them. This is where the children sleep every single night. The parents sleep in the dining room on mattresses on the floor. They hide those mattresses during the day so that it can look like a dining room. This is the life that many families live. Yet the children, the parents, they're also happy. I spent Shabbos by a family of 13 children. For Friday night dinner, each person got one leg of chicken. If there were 17 people at the table, there were 17 legs of chicken. Nobody got a second piece, or a wing, or a thigh. One leg, that's it. No salad, just a slice of bread and a cup of soda to go with it. Nobody could drink more than 1 small cup of soda because there was only 1 bottle of soda for the whole table. After the bottle was finished, there was only water. Yet after being with them for an entire Shabbos and not a single argument between the 13 kids that live in this 2.5-bedroom apartment, I now realize what true happiness is. Here in America, none of us know what it's like to live like this without money. These children have never seen an airplane in their life. They can't afford the word vacation. It's not in their vocabulary. Yet they want so badly to make sure that their sibling has enough food. At the table, one little boy gave his only piece of chicken to his little sister because he noticed that she finished her only piece. And he realized that she was probably still hungry. They were both under the age of 10. This is what true happiness is. I witnessed it, and I wanted it, and I still want it. I went there to give to them. Little did I know how much they would give to me. They taught me a powerful lesson worth so much more than any amount of money. That little boy taught me to give my last piece of chicken if that's all I've got. Why is it so dear to me that the yeshiva is giving? Exactly this point. They create for us a community, a place for Torah, a place where we can pray, and a place where we can seek out personal guidance. It's not just for the students, it's for anyone in the community. And they don't give money, they give something much more precious than money, which we can hold on to even after we die. And therefore, because the yeshiva gives so much, it is not my honor, but the honor of the yeshiva. I feel honored to be able to give back to the yeshiva for all that they do to exemplify giving. It's an incredible opportunity for me to be able to speak about something that I'm so passionate about, giving. I just want to thank my bosses and coworkers who have shown me tremendous support by being here tonight and by putting up with my craziness each and every day. You guys are like my family, and I appreciate you coming out for me tonight. I also really want to thank my sister and my brother-in-law and my close friends who have come in from the DC area especially for this. It means a lot to me that you've traveled so far, and I'm excited that you are here. I also want to thank my friends and relatives who have contributed a portion of their charity funds to Yeshiva in honor of the dinner tonight and the journal. Lastly, I want to thank God and recognize God. I want to thank Him for giving me the opportunity to be able to speak about my favorite topic to all of you, hopefully making a difference in your life, and recognize Him for all the blessings that He continues to bring to my life. My blessing to everyone here tonight, including myself, is that we all see how easy and precious this tool is. And not only that we can take it upon ourselves to give more than 10% and start to get closer to 20%, but also that we can inspire others to join us in giving 20%. And obviously, the yeshiva is a great cause. Charity is awesome.